Can you introduce yourself?
Sir, my name is GULABI. I am from Barampur, Ganjam district of Odisha, and I have done my graduation in BSc in Agriculture from College of Agriculture, OUT, Bhubaneswar. Currently, I am working as Assistant Horticulture Officer in Department of Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment.
Okay.
So you are the government of Odisha officer. So why you want to come to this another officer cadre?
Sir, as a horticulture officer, I can only work for a single sector, that is horticulture. But civil services are very dynamic in their very own nature, and this will help and utilize all my capacities in development of nation in a constructive way, and it will also help me to lead a life of large-mindedness, where I would definitely care about other people's aspirations, other people's dreams, and definitely work on that apart from mine.
So you are a horticulture officer, and you are more experience in the agriculture sector. Why you want to join OPSC? Rather you can opt for OAS, right?
Better use your knowledge.
What is the logic behind or your aspiration behind OPSC?
Sir, my logic was there was different departments actually in civil services, but I definitely want to be the part of this financial system, where the money comes from and how wisely it gets distributed into the different sector for development of nation mostly. Administration sectors and other sectors are also a part of civil service, but apart from that, my first option was OFS because.
Do you use your knowledge of a agricultural scientist or agricultural expert as a OPSC officer?
Yes, sir, definitely I can use it. If a bill comes or if anyone seek my opinion about this sector and different distribution to any government schemes, then I would definitely use my knowledge. Like this sector needs this much, and or otherwise we can contribute this much of money in this scheme, and what we are lacking today, we can implement tomorrow.
Okay. So what is the percentage of forest cover in India?
India, sir, it is 21.67% of total geographical area, that is close to 7,21,564.
The percentage wise, which state have the largest forest cover?
It's Madhya Pradesh.
It is area wise, not percentage wise. Which Mizoram or okay. In the agriculture sector, but tell me, farmer suicides are happening. Okay, why farmer are doing suicide, or any action taken by the government to prevent it?
Sir, farmer suicide is definitely a prevalent problem in government of India. It is mainly because farmers have lack of this access to credit, and they are debt ridden mostly due to vagaries of weather, as well as mostly due to crop failure. And there are large number of schemes like doing financial inclusion schemes like Kalia, and from center it is PM Kisan Samman Nidhi, and as well as different for agriculture sector.
See, Kalia and PM Kisan, do you think that is adequate? Because after that, people are doing the suicide, farmers are doing it is not going to resolve their problem. So do you think that is failure of Kalia Yojana and PM Kisan?
No, sir, definitely it's not a failure, but I think we have to empower the farmers to use their knowledge, and moreover, we have to go for awareness campaigns to use their indigenous technical knowledge, how the crop can be improved, how we can improve the soil fertility, and we can address these problems, as well as supply chain reforms and post-harvest techniques. These are the most prevalent sector. I mean, we have to focus on these rather than providing them the financial schemes. We have to focus on the supply chain and post-harvest reform sector, which will definitely way more be beneficial to farmers.
Sorry,
Agriculture.
Doubling of farmers' income is a most indigenous concept, but recently our Prime Minister set a goal to doubling farmers' income by 2022. but it has not reached due to various pandemics and vagaries of weather. And we can double the farmers' income definitely by using our ITK knowledge as well as incorporating more of KVKs like these Krishi Vigyan Kendras and involvement of both agri and horticulture sector extension workers to impart knowledge on how to improve the health condition of soil and how we can store and manage our resources and our products, and we can go for these lowering the chemical use and more of organic way, so that we can go for sustainable development. And presently the land holding is small and mostly fragmented land holding, small and marginal farmers, and lack of this modernization in agriculture. So there are development schemes like different Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana schemes, where agri entrepreneurs are also establishing these sales centers where farmers can also purchase the farm implements, as well as they are hiring. They are also providing these implements on hiring basis also, so that farmer can use these implements at a lower cost as compared to labor cost. They can get it in it in a low price. And second thing is they can go for these post-harvest management issues, like government should provide in public-private partnership mode these cold storages or zero energy cool chambers, so that the product and should not get lost, and post-harvest losses are minimal, and farmer can get accurate price for their product, and in this way you can definitely double farmers' income.
How government of Odisha is progress in government of Odisha in agriculture. Suppose cashew nut production, how is the performance of our state? In what position we are in cashew nut production?
Cashew nut production. Sir, definitely Odisha is an emerging sector in cashew nut production, and in terms of production we are in, I don't know exactly, third position, sir. And basically only few districts are only only cultivating these cashews, and most of our raw material comes from outer states. And we have then these schemes like Mukhyamantri Krishi Udyog Yojana, where we can develop cashew processing industries. And almost in Odisha there are 6 to 7 cashew processing industries working in a huge scale to provide employment as well as export the whole cashew or this raw cashews.
And how Odisha is doing in other fruits and vegetable production? Whether Odisha stands first in any production of fruits and vegetables, first, second or third in any other crop? I think in mushroom production, Odisha stands first in our country.
Actually, sir, it's Himachal Pradesh, I think.
Himachal Pradesh.
Mushroom.
Because they are going for these button mushrooms. Odisha mainly focuses on paddy straw mushroom. Only 2 to 3 units are focusing on button mushroom in a commercial scale. But Odisha is an emerging sector in mushroom production. But in Odisha there is a huge production of paddy straw and oyster mushrooms.
In Odisha, like you are from SDM, you are from Dharam. What is the specialty? Every time people are getting IAS from this institution, getting in top 10. What is anything they are doing extra there?
Yes, sir, definitely, because the self-discipline and the environment they provide is quite different from other. Because in 11th, 12th, normally in other government sectors, there are only some classes, and the students are actually not focusing on there. But in case of this institution, definitely students are much more focusing on, and it's also taking only higher percentile people. That can be also a chance, but it is not always it's the same thing, but it can also be.
Can you tell some of the noted alumni of this institution?
Recently, sir, Soumya Ranjan Pradhan, who got IAS.
Okay, so you are from Baram.
Yes.
Why Barampur is called as Silk City?
Sir, because of most of the, the city have most of silk sarees. It sells large number of silk sarees, but
Production is there, but
Production is
units
there.
should be there.
yes, but
Silk production.
Tell me three important personalities of famous personality from our country.
three important famous personality. One will be our late Biju Patnaik sir, and second will be our VV Giri, who got independently elected to be the fourth president of our India, and the
So
third.
BB Giri is Odia or any other like Andhra Pradesh? BB Giri is Odia.
I think he is Telugu, because as the name is Indian. I don't know
He
exactly.
born and studied in
Born.
but we Telugu speaking.
Migrated. And third one will be Kavi Samrat Upendravansh.
So you did not mention any special achievement. You don't think that you don't have any special achievement.
Sir, it's not like that. I have not mentioned because always people mention like gold medal or anything, and recent I did not get it yet.
No, what is your like achievement in life? What are the like achievement in the academic achievement or any other dance or extracurricular activities?
In school, any prize or school, college?
Yes, sir. In school, college, I got prizes in dance mostly, and in academic life, I got a certification from this Ruchi mushroom, which is situated at Barikota, in completion of our internship program in mushroom cultivation and spawn production.
Okay. So yes, recently you might have heard about the SEO summit. Okay. Where it is happening now, SEO summit?
Yes, and I have to study about it.
Okay. How many countries are there?
I have to study about it.
How many who are there in Middle East Quad?
Middle East part prefers I to YouTube, India, Israel, UAE, US.
Okay. So who are there in like in BIMSTEC? Tell me some country who are present both in BIMSTEC and SAARC.
Definitely one is India, and second one will be China.
China is in.
I will study about it.
What is one China policy?
I've studied, but I'm forgetting.
Okay. What is the full form of OPSC?
One Belt One Road initiative, and it's China's dream project mostly to reduce the trade barriers and the flow of goods from China to different Middle East countries also.
How do you think that this COVID-19 pandemic changes the life of the people when they are work from home? Do you think that they are much more comfortable in work from home, and how the work culture is now changing?
Definitely, sir, COVID-19 has pushed us to do work from home, but it is not always a solution, because for some people work from home can be a better option, but definitely it's not at all time it cannot be a viable option, because if we meet different people over personally or over rather than virtually in terms of physically, we gain knowledge and ideas about what is going on around the world, rather than we are sitting idle in front of computer or anything and just providing our knowledge and imposing our knowledge on any subject. Definitely by
Do you think that productivity and efficiency will decrease?
yes, sir.
Work from home?
Work from home definitely in few years, not might be now, but after 1 to 2 years, definitely productivity and efficiency may decrease.
Why so?
Because work from home, definitely people are going to be lazy, and definitely we are not meeting people in day-to-day basis, and we are not traveling anywhere. There is only this computer and screen, and this only we are surrounded by these four walls.
Okay. So 5 trillion economy by 2025. Do you think it is possible?
Yes, sir. Definitely it can be possible, but for that we have to focus more on industry sector as well, that is manufacturing sector as well as service sector, because in India only service sector is contributing more rather than manufacturing sector, but manufacturing sector can provided the supply chain reforms and very
What is PM Gati Shakti?
PM Gati Shakti Yojana is one of the flagship schemes of Government of India. It's vision of Prime Minister Modi, and for a better infrastructure development plan. I can remember this much.
Okay. So we'll do a rapid round. Who is this year got Padma Bhushan from Odisha?
Sir, Srimati Padivale.
Who got gold medal in Paralympic?
Pramod.
Tell me one IAS personnel who got the medal in Paralympics.
Suhas Mithiraj.
Recently, Neeraj Chopra got gold medal, diamond medal something. In which event he participated?
Commonwealth Games, Birmingham.
Commonwealth he has not
He is not
Yes,
participating.
yes, sir. Okay, I have to read about
He is competing in which sports? Which
it.
athletics?
Javelin.
Yes.
So here is badminton, okay?
Yes.
Tell me two badminton player who won Davis Cup. Have you heard about Rinki and this thing, two young person from India? Tell me who are like playing in the badminton right now in Indian team.
PV Sindhu and Kidambi Srikanth.
Okay, apart from these two,
Saina Nehwal was
we
there.
have picked that up after that.
Okay.
Another champion golden boy is there. Young boy
Yeah.
also got gold in Commonwealth Games.
Okay.
Lakshya Singh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay. So
Lakshya Singh.
who got gold medal in badminton CWG? Okay, any badminton player, famous badminton player from Odisha?
Yes, it is from
Paralympic. No, any like not telling you about the special level and general player. Okay. So tell me your biggest weakness.
Sir, my biggest weakness can be at times I may be emotional sometimes.
In your definition, what is failure?
We know that sometimes pushes us back, but also teaches us how to come forward.
Okay. Then what is the definition of success?
Success, what teaches us what life is, what life can be. I mean, from going from backward to forward step.
Do you think you are a successful person or a failure person?
Definitely, I think I am a successful person.
So tell me 4 or 5 qualities you have and you think that you are the best fit for this job.
So 5 qualities can be self-discipline, self-determination, hard work, honesty, and knowledge.
Thank you, Gulabi. Excellent. But you are telling like flawless. Okay. Presentation wise, you are very good. Knowledge wise, excellent. I think some actual things related to Odisha, these things related to fast interview.
Yes.
So when you are in badminton, they will ask some questions and they may ask.
Yes, from OPSC they will ask me. Why you took OPSC?
That also.
लेकिन वो better answer तो मिला. I am satisfied कि हमें so development जो हो